One of the biggest stories in Nigeria is unfolding right now, and it involves a man who for years was considered one of the most powerful politicians this country has ever produced. Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State, is currently in the custody of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission in Abuja, and the walls are closing in on him from multiple directions at once. Here is how the drama played out. El-Rufai arrived at the EFCC headquarters in Abuja on Monday morning in response to a formal invitation from the commission. He did not come quietly. He showed up with hundreds of supporters gathered outside the EFCC complex on Jabi Road, carrying placards and chanting in his defense. But inside those walls, the atmosphere was a very different story. Investigators sat the former governor down and began interrogating him over what is now being described as one of the most serious corruption probes involving a former governor in recent Nigerian history. The EFCC investigation ties directly back to a report released in 2024 by an ad hoc committee of the Kaduna State House of Assembly, which reviewed all finances, loans, and contracts awarded during El-Rufai's 8 years in office. That committee found serious red flags. The Speaker of the Kaduna State House of Assembly alleged that approximately 423 billion naira was siphoned under El-Rufai's administration, leaving the state burdened with heavy debt. The committee pointed to disputed cash payments and contracts exceeding 155 million naira, the alleged diversion of 1.37 billion naira meant for a light rail project, and the alleged laundering of 64.8 million naira by senior aides. Lawmakers formally recommended his prosecution. That recommendation landed on the EFCC's desk, and on Monday it became very real. By nightfall, sources confirmed El-Rufai was not going home. He spent the night in custody. Now, if you thought the EFCC detention was dramatic enough, wait until you hear what was happening on the legal front at the exact same time. While the anti-graft agency was grilling El-Rufai over money allegations, the federal government simultaneously filed a separate set of criminal charges against him at the Federal High Court in Abuja. These charges involve something that sounds like it came straight out of a spy thriller. El-Rufai is accused of unlawfully intercepting the phone communications of the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu. The 3-count charge centers on a television interview El-Rufai gave on Arise TV on February 13, 2026. In that interview, when asked how he had known in advance about a planned attempt to arrest him at the airport, his response was startling. He said the government was not the only one who listened to calls and that someone had tapped Ribadu's phone. He even acknowledged on air that tapping phone calls without a court order was illegal. That statement, made live on national television, became the foundation of the entire criminal case. The charges allege that El-Rufai and associates unlawfully intercepted the NSA's communications, that he knew who carried out the tapping but failed to report it, and that the interceptions compromised national security and created reasonable fear among Nigerians. No arraignment date has been set as at the time of this report. If you have been following this channel and have not yet subscribed, now is a great time. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and if this breakdown has been helpful, please give it a like because it truly helps more Nigerians find content like this. There is also a third dimension to this story. The Department of State Services has reportedly reopened investigations into the 2019 disappearance of Abubakar Idris, known as Dadiata, a government critic who vanished in Kaduna under circumstances never fully explained. Security sources say the probe may now extend to members of El-Rufai's family. His passport was also reportedly seized. El-Rufai and his legal team have pushed back hard. His lawyer argued there is no justifiable legal basis for the arrest and that fundamental constitutional rights are being violated. El-Rufai himself has called the entire probe politically motivated, insisting every loan obtained during his tenure was lawfully appropriated. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar also came out publicly accusing the Tinubu administration of persecuting El-Rufai on the very same day. What makes this story so significant is the convergence of events hitting one man at the same time. EFCC detention, DSS cybercrime charges, a pending ICPC invitation, and a reopened missing persons case. Whether this is genuine anti-corruption work or a coordinated political takedown, as his allies insist, will be settled in court. But Nasir El-Rufai is facing the most serious legal battles of his life, all at once. Do you think these charges are genuine anti-corruption effort, or does this look like political persecution? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments below, because Nigeria deserves that conversation.